Is it crack? They have to say anyway, so why do you care? Cheers to that. Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those that don't know me, my name is Jalen and I'm new to YouTube. Yeah, so let's get started. This is just gonna be a quick get ready with me while I do my makeup. We're just gonna chat, and I just have a lot of things to get off my chest. So come on, bestie, get your makeup. I don't know what you're doing, whether you're cooking, and let's talk. Let's have a conversation. So yeah, tonight I'm actually getting ready to. It's 6:55 on a Friday night. I'm getting ready to go to a soft launch opening of a new hookah / cocktail lounge in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think it's pronounced Fume. It's F-U-M-E-E. So yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight, and that's what I'm about to get ready for. I haven't been out in a while, so I am just so excited to get started with my makeup. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got a new camera. Yay! But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, let's go. So we're a little bit more up close and personal. I'm starting off with my e.l.f. Hydro Grip. Milk is Hydro. This is Power Grip. Same thing, same difference. But yeah, I already did my skincare, so we're just gonna put some primer on. And one little thing I like to do, so I like to take a really, I didn't mean to flick y'all off. I like to take a little bit and just like go over my brows. And then I'll take my spoolie and literally just stick them up. So I'll just do this. And I'll make them stay in place while I do them. It makes them look laminated. Yep. Yeah, so cheers. Let's get ready with me without wine, okay? That's good. That's good. Ooh. Yeah, so I have had a few things on my mind, just as it pertains to things that I've learned throughout my, I guess, like self-care, confidence journey. And so I haven't always been as confident as I am now. I haven't always been super, this super woman that I feel like I am now and that people view me as. And I'm actually still working on a few things now, which we're going to get into. But I went through a period where I was just trying to figure myself out and figure out who I was and figure out where my gaps lie. Like, figure out why I'm feeling the way I feel when certain things happen. I feel like I've obtained a lot of success at a young age. I've done a lot at a young age. And I literally sometimes feel like maybe, like even throughout all of those things that I've done, I still used to find myself picking on myself, and like the lack of confidence was just out this world, okay? It was horrible, and I used to get so mad at myself. I'm like, why are you feeling like this? Like, why are you feeling like this? And a lot of it comes from just you always thinking about what other people may think. And we have to stop doing that, because that's only self-sabotaging ourselves. And it's like, why do we continuously care what other people have to say? Why do we continuously care what other people think about us? Like, that's just the weirdest thing as human beings. And I go through my moments where I'm like, well, what happens if I do this? And I feel like that's part of the reason why it took me so long to start YouTube, because I was caring about other people. I was literally making videos in high school, editing them and never posting them. Just letting them sit, because I love the creative process. I love the editing part. Like, that's just what I like to do. And so it was an eye-opener for me that I allowed that so-called judgment of others to stop me from starting YouTube 6 years later. Now, I low-key think it's been more. 6 years later. That's insane. That's literally insane if you think about it. You allowed people to have that much control over you to the point where you didn't do something until 6 years later. Yeah. So that's when I was like, okay, Jalen, we have to turn this around. We have to do something different, because this isn't gonna cut. We can't keep letting people have this much control over our lives. Like, it was ridiculous that even happened, that I even allowed that to take place. Post for yourself, do things for yourself. Don't care what other people are gonna say. And even if people do say something, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna hear what they have to say anyway. So why do you care? Cheers to that. So yeah, like, the whole like lack of confidence thing, like, it's a really big thing, and it's something that I've overcome. And when I tell people, when people are like, oh my God, you're so pretty, or like, oh my God, like, how are you able to do, X, Y, and Z and all these other things, it's just like, it took me a very, 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 very long time to get here. I haven't always been this confident. I haven't always been sure of myself. I didn't really completely get out of my shell until I left college. In college, I thought I was out of my shell. I thought I was a brand new person. But I didn't really reach my main heights until I started living by myself. And living by yourself, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to learn a lot living by yourself. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And yeah, it took me a long time to get here. And one thing I would say to anybody who is struggling with that confidence, who is struggling with self-sabotage, put yourself first. Put yourself first. Don't allow people to have that much control over you. The only person that matters is that guy above. And just keep that daily in your head all the time, in any situation. Currently, I'm in the process of a lot of personal development. I have a tendency to freak out as soon as something hits the fan. I have a tendency to cry when things aren't going as they should. Not necessarily my way, but as they should. And it would take a lot of energy out of me. And I had to reflect on that. My boyfriend pointed it out to me. And I didn't even know that I was doing those things until he pointed it out to me. And I'm very thankful for that. If a situation happened, like let's say I went to the store and I bought something, I came home and it was broke or it was the wrong size, I would just cry. It would be the end of the world. Or I would get super duper frustrated and have an attitude. And it was horrible. It was really, really bad. And so my boyfriend noticed it, and it's something that I'm working on. I'm just working on patience. I'm working on not getting upset over things that I cannot control. When you don't have control over something, when there's literally nothing that you can do to fix the situation, it's like, why are you upset? Like, why are you even upset? There's no reason for you to be upset. But that's a process that I am still learning. I'm just learning to stay calm. I'm learning to stay calm. I'm learning to not let things ruffle my feathers. Because life is not always peaches and rainbows. Things are not going to always go as planned, even if you planned it to a T. Like, sometimes things aren't going to go your way. So that's something that I'm learning now at 24 years old. I'm still learning how to keep myself above water as far as confidence. I'm still learning how to stay calm. I feel like life in your 20s just like everlasting life cycle of just learning and learning and learning and learning and relearning. And oh, you thought you knew something, but you don't know something about yourself. Right now at 24, I'm doing a deep reflection of myself and the woman I want to become, and how I want that woman to be, how I want Jalen to be in the next coming years. I bought these lashes. They're Kiss lashes. It's called the Muses collection. I've never seen this collection before. It's the first time I've seen this collection. I don't know if it's been out for a minute or not, but I got them from CVS, and we're gonna throw these lashes on. I'm using my Holy Grail Duo Glue. I used to use hair glue, and then I grew up. I stopped. Hair glue is so bad for your lashes, your real lashes. So, oh, and can we talk about it? Can we? I was talking to my boyfriend about this earlier. I really used to love a good podcast. And I'm not saying that there aren't good ones out there, but I am tired of the relationship conversation. We should be having podcasts about stuff completely different. Because it's just like, why do we... And there are some good relationship podcasts, but it's like, how much more can you talk about? We've been talking about the same stuff for the past 4 years. There's not much else. And then you start to learn everybody on the podcast, so you know how people are going to respond. You know what the answer is going to be. We've been down this road before. I just wanted to talk about other stuff, like why in the world are they making a bill about inmates giving away their organs for a lower sentence? That's sick. Like, beyond sick. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, I'm about to go in with a little bit of Tarte first. Just a little bit. Not as my main concealer, but just as a balance under my eye. Yeah, but the whole podcast thing, like, it's actually starting to scare me. Like, can we please talk about something else? It's literally ridiculous, the fact that we don't know how to hold other conversations. And it's just like, are y'all still shocked by some of the answers y'all get from these men in these podcasts? Like, be for real. This is a Too Faced foundation, and I know it looks like it's not my shade. It does oxidize. But this is more of my winter shade. Now we having a good eyebrow day. Oh, this is a disclaimer, y'all. I'm not a makeup guru. This is not a makeup YouTube page. I just enjoy doing makeup on myself. I enjoy the process. So what we're not going to do is come for me in the comments if it's not professional way to be done. Okay? Thank you. So, my next topic of this chit chat, get ready with me, video. Living alone 101. I moved to Charlotte in 2020 in the middle of the pandemic. And living alone, this was the first time I was living alone in college. I had roommates. Of course, growing up, I lived with my parents and my brother. So I always had people around with me 24/7. My first year living in Charlotte and living alone, I was low-key depressed and like homesick. Like I was coming home all the time. Everybody would ask me, how's Charlotte? I'd be like, oh, it's good. Lying out my butt cheeks. Like literally, Charlotte was a disaster for me when I first started. And I think it was because when I was here by myself, too, I was experiencing living by myself, and it was a lot for me to live by myself. And at the same time, now that I look back at it, I'm so grateful that I got the opportunity to live by myself, because I learned so much about myself that year. Morphe. I learned what I like and what I don't like. I learned how to be in existence with myself and be okay with that. And now that I'm older, not that I'm older, but now that some years have passed, I really enjoy being by myself all the time. Like, it's low-key. I feel like now it's low-key like, okay, girl, you need to actually go out and do something. But yeah, I literally like love being by myself now. And it's like I said, it's low-key scary, because it's kind of like I have to force myself to be out and about. I feel like before you get into a relationship, not even before you're in a relationship, even if you are in a relationship, don't be so quick to move in with your significant other. Now I'm saying it's no problem doing it, because I live with mine now. But I'm saying, like, you want to experience living by yourself, living alone, and loving to be alone, loving to spend time with yourself. Because what's going to happen is, let's say you never got that experience, and now you're moving in with someone, and then let's say y'all get married, and then y'all have kids. Like, you haven't been alone your whole 20s. Like, you never had that time for like real self-reflection. You can self-reflect in a relationship and be in while you're living with someone, but it's a different type of self-reflection when you're by yourself. You're truly learning what you like. You're truly learning what makes you uncomfortable. I was like, sometimes I would just cry. And I couldn't figure out, Jalen, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? And it's just that I had a lot of internal work that I needed to do. Because even when you think you're satisfied, and even when you think you are good and you're okay, you're not. I'll have a lot of those moments where I'm like, why am I crying? It's just like, you're crying because you're low-key hurting inside. Or you're crying because something is broken and you need to fix it. And something needs to shake. So I definitely recommend doing it in your 20s, and I think everybody should experience. You're gonna talk to yourself a lot, but I think it's good to talk to yourself. I mean, like, technically I'm talking to myself right now, but I think it's always good to talk to yourself. What time is it? It's 7:28, and I'm supposed to leave here at 8:15. My hair is a mess, and I still have to get dressed. This is the Too Faced concealer. This is one of the best concealers I've ever used on my face. And the reason why I put the concealer here and not like a heavy right here is because I just like to spread it out with a little bit, because the last time I did that, it was like, I don't know, it looked weird on me. So with my concealer under my eyes, I buff out the edges first, and then I come in the inner corner. So I'm just gonna buff out. You see, oh, you see how seamless that? Oh, it's like butter. And just buff it out. I'm like still shocked that I'm actually doing YouTube. Like really shocked that I'm actually doing this. Wine break. It's a lot of blending, child. A lot of blending. Now dabble it on here, and then I'll just So I'm gonna tell you guys how my new year is going so far, and things that I've changed in my lifestyle, things that I've upgraded, things that I am doing differently. We're gonna take this cream Fenty blush, and it's called Summertime Wine. Focus. This is what they do. We're a real YouTuber now. Anyways, usually just take my finger, do a little rub, and right above my contour, I just kind of blend that on out. And this blush, do you see that? This blush, it's so stinking pretty. Is I take it, I just press it in there, and then on the back of my hand, I beat my hand like this. You see all that excess? You don't need that. Press. Press under your eye. Just like that. We used to bake like freaking, I don't know, like it was no tomorrow. Is it crack? So 2023, I've been waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning, every morning. I created a workout routine for myself to where I'm not necessarily going to the gym every day. Monday's leg day. Tuesday is home Pilates on YouTube. Wednesday is arm and back day. Thursday and Friday, hot yoga. It's so good. I suggest anybody who is struggling to find workouts to do, and it's not just hot soothing woosah yoga, it's called sculpting yoga. So we're doing weights, we're doing squats, we're playing hip music, and we are doing cardio. It's legit. Like whoever came up with that is like fucking genius. It's really good, and I recommend it for anybody. The next thing that I've been doing is going to my office more for work. I only work from home 2 days out of the week, and when I do work from home, I try not to work in my bed or on the couch. I try to only work at my computer. I was just lacking focus and watching too much TV, essentially. I journal every day. I read my scripture every day. I've always ate breakfast every morning, so it's not really a new thing. But I do make sure I eat breakfast every morning, and I drink water with every meal. And I've been trying to go to bed by 10:15. One, just because I feel like I need more sleep. Staying up on TikTok till like 2 in the morning, just I piss myself off every time I do it. Cause just like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you doing that? And I don't like that I did do that. So my goal every night is to read a book before bed, and then if it's not like 10:30 yet, I'll get on TikTok until 10:30. But yeah, that's just not like what. So I'm taking this like sculpting in this Black Radiance palette that I've had for ever, and I just kind of like go over all of my spots, and it kind of just helps set everything. For all my dark skin girlies who are not as good with makeup, this palette is all you need. This is all you need. Not all you need, I'm lying, but this palette is a good start. Like, you don't need, this is a drugstore palette. There's a lot of good quality makeup that I have that's not as expensive. It's still drugstore prices. Now we're gonna go in with my MAC all over face powder. I call it all over face powder. I don't even think that's the name of it. Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. And it kind of just like melts everything together. Blush. I didn't used to be a blush girl. This is like new for me, and it's made a big difference in a lot of my makeup. Meow, 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 meow. Don't laugh at me, y'all. This is my eyeliner, and this is the best eyeliner I've ever used in my entire life. It's very, 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 very dark, and it glides effortlessly, and it's on its last leg, and I stole it from my mom. So I don't even know the brand of this. I think it's Black Radiance. It's Black Radiance. Our eyeliner is there. And before we put our mascara on our bottom lashes, we're going to spray our face. I go back in my Radiance palette. Where's my brush? Oh. Go back with the Sculpting color, and I just press everything in. And so now I'm going to put on some bottom mascara. Bottom mascara is important, y'all. Don't be childish. Y'all can get this. This is bomb. This is in my Amazon storefront. Thank you guys for watching. This is the final look. My hair is curled. The face is beads. It's subtle, it's soft, it's not too much. And yeah, I'm gonna take this last little sip of wine. I'm gonna put on some lip gloss. And we are going to head out. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you for chatting with me. And I hope you guys come back to watch me again. And make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And just comment below if you want to talk about some of the stuff I talked about in the video. I'm always down for a conversation. So yes, bye guys.
Yeah.